In this video, we're going to check out the Synthstrom Deluge. We're going to check out one of the two different fill modes. This fill mode is called Notes Fill. We can set it up to trigger through two different modes. So first, we have to go to Shift, Select, Knob. Now we're in Settings. We're going to go down to Community Features. Then we're going to go to Sync Scaling Action. Now when we enter into here, so we choose Fill Mode. And what that's going to do is now when we exit, it's going to save the settings. So now Sync Scaling, that button, is actually going to enable the Fill Notes mode. We can also enable a MIDI note to trigger the note fill. So I'm going to press Shift, Select. Now we're in MIDI. Let's go down to Commands and go all the way down to Fill. Now we can enter in a note here. Just hold down Learn and press an external key and it'll record that. So every time I press that MIDI note, it's going to play the fill notes. So let's exit. It'll save those settings. So I have these two tracks sending to my Roland D2. It's just externally sending through the MIDI out. So this is going to be the MIDI channel 1, and this is MIDI channel 10. So that's the drums. This is a synth. So I already set up the settings on here. Let's make a beat first. So I'm just going to go into Blue mode, enter in the clip. So there's a basic beat here. So there's a hi-hat here. So very basic beat. Now if I hold down Sync Scaling, it's going to enter in fill notes. So if I actually just enter them in here, you can hear it. Now if I let go, it's just going to play the ones that aren't set to fill. So let's add some more right here, maybe a drum roll here. Maybe more kick drums. So off and then on. Let's actually add even more hi-hats here. And now it's off. So let's just listen to some of my examples. So I'm just going to go to the first one here. We're going to jump into the synth. This is just a pattern I already made. Let's just press play. So it sounds like it's just playing this part. And the rest of these notes up here, those all have to be on fill because we don't hear them. So if I hold it down, we hear the drums change too. And I let go, it's back to the normal. So jump into the drums, we can see all these different notes here. Just hold down fill. I think what I want to do, let's clear these out and let's just add them as fill. So now, if we listen to it, the hi-hat. We can enable, say the snare. Kick drum. Go back into here. Let's delete the automation, Shift, and just press the upper knob. I'll just record. Now, let's hold down fill, let's hear what it sounds like. You can also go into automation now. We can see right here, I'm going to enter into 74. So I can make it higher up here, higher up here. Or maybe go up an octave, so hold down, up, down, knob, turn up. Hold down sync. Go down an octave. So there's all the notes up here playing. Let's go back to another example. So down here, just a basic sound. Let's go in here and turn the cut off a little bit. Hold down Sync Scaling. Here we go. So a lot more playing. All these notes, and then when I let go, it'll just play this, and then the lower note, just 4 times. Hold it down. See, we added the extra bass and upper notes. Now I can press it at any time. You can do a lot of different things with this. go to the drums. Just check it out. Added a lot more. Ooh, I added a crash. I think that's up here. Yep, check it out. Crash. Then faster hi-hats, more snares, more kick. Now let's go to the next one here. It's the last example. So same thing. This time I used tom drums. Let's hold down sync. So it just adds a lot more drum hits here. Let go of it. We'll go right back. Now, let's just look at the melody here. So yeah, all these notes, we're just hearing these lower notes. As we can see, all those blue ones. Make it higher. You can also mute some of these out as you're playing. Down an octave. So yeah, we can make a lot of variations that way. Let's turn it back on in the fill. Turn this back on. With a cutoff. Let's just look just at the drums here. Hold down with this. We can also, let's add a drum roll here. So hold this down, push down, up, down knob. Do like 2 repeats. Then we hold it down. We can hear it. Hear that roll we just added. There we go. Let's do another one here. Make that 2 repeats. And then let's turn this all the way to the left, fill. Let's say we want to make this Euclidean. Hold down, up, down knob. And then we're going to change the number of events. Now what I want to do is make all of them on fill. So what I have to do, as this is being held, I just turn this all the way to the left. Now they're all on fill. So let's just make one here that'll play normally. Press play. Now we press fill. Here we go. I can improvise here. So I have a pattern I just made here. And that's without the fill. Let's just add some. So all these upper notes turn blue. Down here, if I zoom in, press sync, you can see it's adding every other. So now what I want to do is resample it. So record and play, record and play. Here we go. Now we're just gonna add some of that, record and play, then it'll stop. Now we're just gonna mute out those. Let's create a new clip. Now let's press Shift Kit. We have the resample playing. Hold down select knob, choose slice. Let's make it 16 slices. I'm just gonna change the mode of these, all to cut. Then we're gonna turn the volume down. Now I can see what was created here. Let's play it, see what it sounds like. And just play around with those tracks. And copy it down, trigger it, and then change it up. And switch back to the first one. Now if we wanted, we could resample this, what we're doing. So let's resample. Choose up here. Okay, mute out of those, create new clip, Shift Kit, hold down the slice, Make that 16. Change the mode of all these to cut. Turn down the slices, just in case it's loud. Let's press play. And change the pitch. Let's resample this. Okay, repeat the process. We're just going to create new kit. Hold down, slice 16. Change the mode, affect entire cut, select all, volume. Now let's just play them in. Change the pitch of all of them. We can wildly change the sounds. We can also go into here when we're in Effect Entire. Let's play around with Master Pitch. Let's go over to LPF Frequency. We're just adding some more craziness. See what it sounds like. Let's change the delay amount here. So let's clear it. And then delay rate. Let's change that. Resample that. Create new kit. Slice. Let's just make it 8 this time. Now, same thing. We're going to change all the cut. Turn down the volume just in case it's loud. Now we're just going to enter this in. We can just keep extending it, just drawing different parts in. Now zoom out. You hear what it sounds like? I'm changing the pitch right now of everything. Alright, so we're just going to enter in some fill notes here. And then we're just going to add some regular. So now we press play. Hold down fill. You can just go into here. Turn off Effect Entire, maybe change the pitch. Change the pitch on this one. Press fill. You can hear what it's doing. You can mute these out. So let's do some Euclidean. So I'm just going to hold it down, turn the knob. We're going to set the probability all the way to fill. All the way to fill. Press play. Then sync. You can hear it. when I press that. So if I clear the clips here and we just record, let's check this out. Okay. So I went a little too long, so there we go. Now let's just listen to it. Now notice it didn't do anything up here. That's because the row probability, if I turn it, it's on fill. So if I hold down fill, it's going to play it. So just note that. If I turn it back to a full probability, that'll just change.